As you can see, I am elated about what is going down right now, but I am Zipporah Monique.
And I am Coach Show, and I am just as excited about what's going down. We about to do something.
We're about to do something.
We're about to do something.
It's about to go
kind
down.
of called a podcast. I mean, video
vlog,
vlogging. What are we doing?
We
about to do something.
This is what we're doing. We are giving the ladies our energy. We're giving the ladies our energy.
That's it.
We've been planning this for a while, and we need to do something.
We just need to do it. We just keep talking and then not doing, and talking and not doing. So,
because when we get together and we talk about things, we talk about real life things that women, especially Black women, go through. So we wanted to record this and give it to you queens as a bit of a Queen's Quest.
Queen's Quest is the name that we want to call this thing. But yeah, we always have the most dope conversations, and then at the end we're like, man, we should have recorded that.
We should have recorded it
all the time. So
every time.
We doing it. We're recording. It's on. It's action.
Action. All right, queens. So, Queen's Quest. We chose Queen's Quest because first and foremost, I don't know if you know anything about my brand, not the Zipporah Monique brand, but we are crowns. I have a book called Crown Unleashing a Queen Within. It's right.
She's an author. I'm with the author.
So when we're talking about crowning and finding your elegance and finding your royalty, is just realizing that you are truly a queen. So, naming this Queen's Quest is basically how to have that help or that support along your journey. Mm-hmm. The journey of being a queen ain't for the weak.
It's a quest.
It is not for the weak. So we want to give you that support and just giving you our energy, give you our knowledge that we've collected over our Queen Quest, and to help others get on board.
Absolutely. I definitely feel like Queen's Quest is just, and you're never off of this quest, so we're still on the quest as well. We're still on our journey as well, but I just feel like we are giver of good vibes and givers of energy and love, and hopefully you can relate to us, because we real. We real. We were talking about it before. We have these real talks, and it's really about getting real, being vulnerable with your circle, being vulnerable with your friends, and being able to be like, no, I'm not okay. Yeah. How many times does someone ask you how you doing? You be like, girl, living, girl, I'm good. Exactly. Dying.
You're right. Dying on the inside. We should not have to continue to struggle in silence. And that's the reason why we're doing this. To stop having women struggle in silence. We're all going through the same things. But we don't want to speak up, right?
No.
Or in other instances, we don't feel like we don't want to burden the other person. I know I do this with Show all the time. Girl, I want to burden you. But then sometimes it's like, Show, I don't care if you ready for this. I need it.
Exactly. Then everything just comes spilling out.
Exactly. But if I took preventative measures, I could have checked in with that. And we do this as women all the time.
Yeah, we do. Zipporah and I were talking last week about how when we really need people the most, that's when we tend to isolate ourselves and step back away from people, which is the exact opposite of what we need to do. That's the time when you need your tribe. That's the time when you need your circle. Mm-hmm. That's the time when you need your best friend. Yeah. When you're really going through things. But a lot of times we be so ashamed that we're going through things, or we so ashamed because of what social media looks like, or it looks like everybody's life is perfect, that we want to act like ours is too, and then you just be dying a slow, lonely death, by yourself. At least you can die. We can die together or something.
I'm gonna come over and lift you up, girl. We gotta get up.
Right.
We gotta do this.
Exactly.
So for that, reach out to your friends, and that's what this podcast is to give you that support. If you need to access anything as we're going through Queen's Quest and going through some situations that you may go through on a daily basis, you can reach out to either one of us on social media. We're both on IG a lot. We're both on Facebook. We have a lot of clients in our respective fields on Facebook and on Instagram under Coach Show.
I was about to tell you, say yours.
And I'm under Zipporah Monique.
Your Facebook is Zipporah Monique.
Yes, it is.
Your
My Facebook
IG?
and my IG is Zipporah Monique.
You
as
so
well.
professional.
Girl, I'm
Yes,
trying to keep it
of course
congruent.
you
Real
are.
easy. We real
I ain't
easy.
congruent. I'm not congruent.
Okay, my bad.
On Facebook, I am Shoshana Nikita, parentheses Coach Show. And on Instagram, I am Coach_Show at 23. But I'm getting my life together. I'm going to get congruent.
Girl, you
on
got
that
your
thing.
life.
All right, so where we starting?
So we are starting with a check-in with you queens. Check-in, check-in. How are you feeling? How are you doing? Are you drinking your water? How's Sarah Jakes Roberts?
Right? Are you drinking water? Are your edges laid?
Are your edges
I
laid?
tried to lay my edges
So
today.
both of us have edges laid issues.
Issues.
Like-
That's what I was about to say. They're not laid. We got issues.
We
They
be
laid
trying to
ish.
lay them and
Help us.
it just pop back up.
Right.
It just-
Right.
My edges do not take to that edge control. They be like, honey, I don't need no control. I'm free.
I be seeing these girls on YouTube and IG like they got the little. I mean, it's like little designs in
Girl,
their baby
little finger
hairs.
waves
You
in their
yes,
baby
little
hairs.
finger hairs. And then I be trying to like get my little baby hairs together. Like, what are they doing? How are they doing it? How are they doing it?
And what's so funny is like 5 minutes
Is it
before we
real?
started this video, it was laid a little bit better.
You see, it
And
just
it
keep
came
coming up
They was
more
just like, hey,
and
we
more.
partying today.
Right.
We want to be seen on the podcast too.
Won't let me be great. Won't let me be great. If you have any advice,
Please let us both know, because we need some edges laid.
Sarah Jakes Roberts would not be proud of us. And listen, you're probably gonna hear us mention Sarah Jakes Roberts all the
A
time
ton of times.
because we think she our best friend.
Yeah, she is like sitting right there, y'all. She is
like, hey, boo, hey, child.
Hey, child.
But Sarah Jakes Roberts, for any of you who do not know, she is the daughter of TD Jakes. She is not paying us. We are not affiliated at all. We just absolutely love her. She now allows us to call her pastor. For a long time she didn't want to accept that she was a pastor, but now she is called Pastor Sarah. So if you have not heard her preach or talk or rap, I don't know, this girl got bars. I don't know what she be doing. Like, she got bars. She's a pastor though, but like she's young, she's real, she's raw, she's very transparent and very vulnerable. So after you watch us, go to YouTube and type in Sarah Jakes Roberts.
I do want to say the reason why we follow, or the reason why we started, is along our Queen Quest journey. Like, she had a journey of her own, being this queen, being like how you said, how Show was just saying, like stepping into her greatness, stepping into her pastoral duties. Everybody has a queen quest. Everybody has to, and her story is inspiring. Another one is Lisa Nichols. We follow as well. Like, we follow people who are relatable in their queen's quest. So Sarah Jakes Roberts, she is absolutely relatable. Please get onto some of her work, because it's gonna lift your life up, honey.
You will get your whole
lift it up.
entire life. One day somebody's gonna be making a podcast saying this about us.
It's so cute.
And
we appreciate that.
I'm gonna
Thank you in advance.
Exactly.
Hi.
I'm so honored. Like, we best friends and I didn't even know. Oh my God. That's going to be us. But seriously, queens, check in with us. Let us know, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you living? What improvements are you making? What improvements do you need to make? What are some things that's draining your energy? What are some things that give you life that you need to do more of? Are you walking in your greatness? Do you need some help? Like, let us know. Let us know, because we trying to walk in our greatness, and we just trying to see that for all queens. All queens, because I don't know if y'all understand how powerful we are as women. Like it's just indescribable. It's unexplainable. Like, a man can't do what we do. So anyways,
I don't know if y'all ever play chess, but the queen is the most valued, the most, like, she can move anywhere on the board. Like, that's how powerful we are.
Yeah.
And they didn't make it that way.
Whoever
just
created chess already knew.
They people.
right.
In the beginning, it's fine.
In the beginning.
It's fine. But to go along with check-ins, how you?
Listen, girl flourishing this week. You
saw that though.
Hair flourishing.
Hair is flourishing.
Edges is not on fleek.
We hydrated, y'all. We hydrated. Right.
hydrated, skin is looking good.
Yes,
Let me tell you though, for real. So day by day, because last week Zipporah and I had a conversation that went very differently than this week's conversation. Last week we was like, what the hell are we doing? I've been feeling anxious. I've been so sad.
What's
like,
going on?
I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I need some clarity. We was pitiful. We were pitiful. What we not?
I'm laughing because it's really night and day this week.
It is.
It's really
so
nice.
like it really is just a reminder that life is just day to day, week to
Absolutely.
week. And as women, we have so many feelings and so many emotions, and we go through these things. And like really, last week after Zipporah and I talked, I really wish we would have recorded it, you guys, because Zipporah and I before that day, we both had been in some darkness. Just to be honest, we both have been going through some things silently, like, and not sharing it with each other or anything. And then we shared it last week, and come to find out, for the last 3 months, we both been dealing with the same stuff, with the same emotions.
Same stuff.
You know, so it's just so dumb to not let your real friends know what's going on, because more than likely they either been there, or they gonna be there in a minute.
Absolutely.
You know? So but
we
anyway,
both had our own reasons for not, reaching out, and it's the whole cliche things, and I felt like for myself, I can only talk for myself, but that I'm wrapped into this habit of not reaching out, or having to always be the strong person, or always having to be the strong friend, or the superwoman, or Zipporah don't get down. Oh honey, yes honey, I struggle a lot.
Exactly.
Exactly. And or trying to have that pride, or trying to look, Show is a whole mom boss out here. She runs her company, she runs her, she organizes her 2 boys, and she a wife out here. And so I'm not trying to burden my single life. She got a lot of people to take care of over there, and I'm not trying to and things like that, But literally, that's why she's here. That's why she's in my circle, to be that person, to be that escape, to be that liaison, to be that voice of reasoning when I'm feeling down. And it was really sucks for me that I didn't use my resources. My resource right here.
Yeah, me too.
Me
too.
I'm the same thing. Yeah. Our resources are right here, but we're not being resourceful because we're so sucked up into what is currently happening.
Self-absorption.
And I know that when I get depressed or really, really anxious, I'm not going to reach out. I'm going to become this little hermit crab and try to get over it on my own. And I'm working up to, we're learning. We're both learning. It's like, no, as soon as you see the signs, reach out.
Exactly.
And not 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later.
Even if it's just to say, like, remind me of what you think of me,
or
please tell me something good about myself, because sometimes, like, no lie, like, things can get so foggy that you forget who you are.
You really do. You really do. Or one time I even text Show, I was like, girl, just pray for me.
Exactly. I didn't ask no questions. I didn't ask why. I just stopped what I was doing right then. I asked God to cover my friend, whatever she's going through, to touch her heart, heal her. It didn't matter what it was for. You know what I mean?
And her prayer worked, girl.
Prayer does work.
It definitely worked, because after I said that message, it was like a couple minutes later, I was feeling so much better.
Yes.
Something, and just having somebody
Let's speak on that though, because you don't want everybody praying for you.
Ooh. You be making good. Okay.
Ooh, I don't want to talk about this.
But you open it up. That is real, girl.
Everybody who asks to pray for you is not praying for you; they're praying on you.
Ooh.
So you have to be very, very careful and make sure that the people in your circle. We have people in our circle. I have people in my circle, but there are certain people that I'm going to text or call and reach out to and say, girl, pray for me. You know
that's
what I mean?
Real.
That's Zipporah's one of those people.
That's real.
It's some people I'm not gonna say that, because as soon as they know I'm in a weak moment, that's when a lot of people will take advantage of you. You know what I mean?
Real.
So you gotta watch who you ask to pray for you. But if you know you have a friend who will really go to war on your behalf, and will really call out some angels for you to chase you down, you gotta call on them. You really have to call on them. And I know, like, for me, Zipporah is always the person who lifts me up so much. She boosts my head. Gassed up over here.
It's so genuine. It's so real though. I swear. I for real, I don't be doing nothing. Just
She
Just
be gassing
be
me up.
reminding her what she used.
So,
That's it.
everybody need that friend. Like,
You do need that friend. It's like, girl.
Right.
In life. Not even at the club. Like, we talking about in life, girl.
In
Yes. You had a
life.
promotion? Yes.
Right.
You know?
I just love it. So,
but you can celebrate those wins with.
right. Yeah. Seriously.
We celebrate wins all the time.
Yeah.
And that kind of brings us into our next portion.
Our wins. That's what we're supposed to be right now.
Right?
We don't win. Oh, Lord.
No, I think we needed that though.
We back.
We needed that. Though. You figure out this in this
Right.
whole Queen's Quest series that we be going off tangent, but we feel like you need it. Okay.
You know, we just led. We just being led. You hear me?
Led.
So you asked me about wins for the week, and I just wanted to let y'all know this week was great. Last week was not great. Okay. Last week was not great. But on Friday, after Zipporah and I talked, we made a commitment to ourselves and to each other. And, you know, really just trying to get on our grown woman and bossing up. Like, what do you need to do to get yourself out of this hole?
Yeah.
And so the thing that I told Zipporah that I need to do to get out of my hole is to get out of the house and, like, get around people and share my vision with people and let people know what it is I do. Because what we have to understand is we are the answer to somebody else's problem.
Absolutely.
But if they don't know, if the answer is just always in the house,
then they always gonna have that problem.
then they always go exactly.
You ain't saving nothing. You ain't saving nobody with your talent
At all.
or your magic.
At all. And it's so selfish. So we're the answers to people's problems. We're the keys to people's locks. And so I was like, I just need to get out then and, you know, share the answers that I have, share the solutions that I have. And so that was my thing that I told Zipporah I was going to do. I said, next week, which is this week, I am going to go to 3 different businesses and I'm going to ask them for an opportunity to speak with their employees, sample my products, and just give some nutrition talks. And so, did I do it? Yes! I did it!
We actually talked about it before. And I was just like so happy. I'm just so happy because, oh my God.
Okay. But I did that. I went to a school, got an in-service this quickly. I went to a bank, got an in-service this quickly. Went to a dentist's office. I didn't get the in-service, but that was okay. I got 2 out of 3, and I did what I said I was going to do.
Absolutely.
That's the win.
Yeah, that's the win.
The
right
win
there.
isn't even getting inside of these businesses. The win is that I kept my word to myself. You know what I mean? And I actually did that thing. So that was huge for me this week. Besides that, y'all, I did my skincare routine every morning and every night, and I floss my teeth every night. This week right here, like, yes. So those are just a few of my wins for the week.
First, I just want to say, like, absolutely, this is so amazing over here. This is so really good. But I want to touch on the self-care part. It's like she was really happy that she did her self-care routine or flossing her teeth. Like, these are the little bits of self-care. We always talk about self-care and how self-care is very, very important to just being a woman, to being this entrepreneur, or being whatever you want to be in life. It's self-care is good for your soul. And something as little as flossing your teeth at night or getting your skincare routine. A lot of people think that has to be really, really big or has to be this really grand on the scheme. I gotta go get a massage, I gotta go to the spa, and things like that. But it's these simple things that we can utilize as self-care as well.
And it feels great to do.
And it feels great to do. Like, I don't know about you, but going to bed with a floss too.
Right. It's great. Waking up, even after you floss your teeth the night before, it's like, they still fresh.
Yeah, or another thing that I do, I moisturize my lips at night, so I wake up and they're not crusty.
That's good.
You know they be crusty.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a nugget.
Little self-care things like that.
Yeah.
But my wins for the week.
Tell us.
Okay. So last week was not the best. We talked about that before. Just coming out of my reclusiveness, if you will, just coming out of not feeling my best, and this week was the absolute opposite. I probably sent out 100 different emails to different speaking
tell me that,
girl.
Yes.
Right, for speaking engagements, because that's what I I've been doing is trying to get into these middle schools, these high schools, these domestic violence agencies and organizations to talk about healing, to talk about emotional intelligence and self-confidence and how to have systems of transformation. And I did that, and it was amazing. So I was supposed to go into 3 different places. I was supposed to go into Forest Park High School, Forest Park for middle school, and the last one was the Forest Park Recreation Center, just because I want to target Forest Park because I grew up there. And it, I am the what is it? The exception to the norm out there. They came out of that, okay? So I want to go back and give them some more, youth and stuff. I mean, some more love and support. So I went to Forest Park Middle School. They set me up to the right people, so that was a win. Forest Park High School, they not hearing me, but I'm gonna have to come in and show them all this goodness. Just pop up.
Surprise.
Exactly. And then the last one, they were renovating this week, so I wasn't able to touch them. But they're still in my radar. A lot of people are like, okay, shoot people all these emails, but I'm trying to get a little bit more targeted. But this week I've reached out to so many different people. I started 2 new contracts that came out of the blue. I'm having so many different.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the contract? Like,
So contracting. When I talk about contracting and things like that, I started freelancing, like doing websites, doing social media marketing, doing SEO, doing SEM. So some of these things. It's so funny.
I know what social media is.
When I talk about nerd stuff, it's like social. It's like the business world. Like, no, I don't know what you talking about. It is so funny. She be making me think like I'm a nerd because I love these things. I love these things. So just old things happen. I reached out to a lady about speaking at her women's organization, and her website was such a mess. I'm so sorry. Bless her heart. It was basically kind of like, sis, you got some lipstick on your teeth. Let me help you.
You gotta let them know.
I had to let her know. And she was like, well, I don't know.
That's only right.
I do websites, honey. So you know what I'm saying? And
that's
another person reached out to me for to do SEM for his company, to doing like promotional products. So things are just looking really good, and just a lot of the contacts who I reached out to, they're getting into my email box. I want to do more than 100 a day. I really do, but I'm not sure if it's going to land me in the right places. Like, I really want to target my things instead of just speaking everywhere, if you will.
Absolutely.
Another thing I realized is that social media is only going to be for certain things. I need to start a business social media, so that's going to I do have a business social media. I'm just not really prevalent on there.
Okay.
But this week I've done... We Are Crowns. Exactly. I have a We Are Crowns _ We Are Crown _ but I'm not prevalent on there, but I need to be more prevalent on there and talking about the issues that we're talking about on the podcast, talking about just women-related things. On my personal, it's just me. Hey y'all, me doing selfies because everybody loves those.
Right, and everybody loves a selfie.
You know, me
200 likes.
Right, you know. I want to be known for my brain, not my beauty. You know, come in. Can I just? Okay. So this week has been so amazing, and just Fridays are my self-reflection days, to write down my analytics, to reflect on what I did this week, what I did horribly, what I need to work on, what notes I got this week. So every week I do the self-reflection. I always feel like I'm a degree closer to where I need to be and what I need to continue to cultivate. Funny thing, I'm sorry if I'm taking a really long time, but I went to leadership at Georgia Southern in 2007. Ooh, David. Okay. So 2007. What did 2007?
That don't even sound like it was that long ago.
It really doesn't. I was at Forest Park Middle School today, and she was like, "When did you graduate?" I'm like,
"Listen, the babies wasn't even born. You know, the babies weren't born when we graduated." They was like, "Oh, I was born in 2006." What?
Exactly. Like, really? Like,
2006.
That's how I had a whole life.
Right.
But I was looking through my leadership notebook. I was looking through my papers today, and it actually had a poster on there that actually was saying that I created a program called Women's Intervention that actually was, the focus was women and how to, exactly, and how to raise self-esteem, self-consciousness, and self-awareness, and decrease teen pregnancy.
So you knew you wanted to do this a long time ago. Right.
From birth. Like, this is nothing new. Like, this has always been the game. This has always been the light, even though I tried to run away from it, even though I tried to, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, I can do that later when I'm 50, you know, and retired. But no, like, there's no time to now. The girls needs us, and once you save a girl, you save a nation. So here we are. I'm really happy. And exactly, so I woke up just really happy with just these, like, even though these days are not the best for me, or even though I'm still getting down with depression or still struggling through anxiety or life circumstances, these are the days that I prayed for. These are the days that I worked up to. These are the days that, you know, the reason why I went through some of the things in life is what's bringing me to here, and I can teach others, and I can teach the generations behind me. So this week is okay.
I am so excited to hear that.
Absolutely.
I'm so excited.
Ladies, again, if you hear anything during this video that you want to talk to us about, have us elaborate on. If you want to tell us about your week or wins of the week or your check-in, please let us know.
Please share.
Please let us know.
Please share. So let me tell you what I noticed this week with just taking action and just doing what you know you need to do. Yeah. Right? Like, really, it's as simple as that. Like, for me, with the in-services, I have a list of businesses written down already that I want to go visit and see if I can get in-services in. Had I done it? No. But I got this whole list, you know? So really, just doing what you know you need to do or what you tell yourself you're going to do. Yeah. What I notice is when you take action, it's almost like God be like, look at you. Okay, I'm going to throw you in there. Like, seriously.
That's real, though.
It, like, blows my mind.
It really does.
And I just feel like so many times, if we would really just step out and just take the first step. And I'm talking to myself. Oh, yeah. Talking to her. Like, and we would just step out and take the first step, then our next step will be guided and directed. But so many times we're just so afraid and so anxious to just take that first step. But baby, when you, I promise you, boo-boo. I promise when you take steps in faith toward the dream that you know God gave you, He just starts opening up doors that no man can close. Listen, you gonna find, like, I be preaching sometimes. I ain't no preacher, I ain't no pastor, I ain't been to no school or nothing like that, but
she just said a word.
It just comes out. It just comes out. But seriously, did you notice that this week? Like, absolutely. Just being in action.
Absolutely.
Like, I would go and ask about an opportunity to have an in-service and then get in my car and I got a new client. Like,
legit.
These things
are legit happening.
Like, I don't even know her. Or like I told her 2 years ago.
That's what I was telling her. That's what I was telling her. The client that reached out to me, I haven't talked to her in 3-4 months. Yeah. But it happens is Exactly. Yeah. Like, and also, and also we have a mantra. We have a mantra that, or both of us have our own kind of take on it, but I know that mine says that blessings, love, perfect connections, perfect abundant experiences all flows to me easily, frequently, often. But all of that's not going to happen if I'm not in flow with myself, if I'm not aligned with myself, if I'm feeling sorry for myself, or if I am being in the house, or if I am being of non-action, then none of these things are going to happen.
Flow. They're not going to flow to
And most times we look at our to-do list, we look at our long to-do list, we like, oh my God, this to-do list is so long. And we look at the entire elephant. I don't know if you heard of the term, but eat the elephant. How do you eat an elephant? You're not going to stuff the whole... Well, you shouldn't be eating elephants anyway. I really hate this analogy. Eat elephants. Let's just talk about a big pie. Let's just talk about a big pie. We're going to talk about a big pie. What's a healthy thing? You're a health coach, girl. What? We're just going to say a big... I don't know. A watermelon. Right. There you go. Amen. Okay. We're just going to say we're going to eat this big watermelon. We're going to say we're learn from the elephants.
Right,
Okay,
right.
save the elephant. But we're gonna say eat this big watermelon. You're not going to stuff the whole thing down. You're actually going to cut it up in little pieces and taking a little piece at a time.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, you're taking a little piece at a time and working at it like that. Or I don't know if you heard the story about Will Smith, is that him and his brother had to rebuild a 6-foot wall because his dad said that. So brick by brick, they lay the wall, brick by brick, brick by brick. And once they were done, he was like, his dad was like, and don't ever tell me you can't do anything ever again, because this large feat that look like a huge large feet, it's going to only take that one step, or that one brick at a time.
One step.
Just do one step. That's all you gotta do is work on the next day. Do another step. Do another step. Do another step. Because blessings are gonna flow with every step. It literally is. So you're gonna gain momentum.
Exactly.
Step by step.
Yes, that part. So I'm so glad you said that, because you're so afraid to take the first step, not realizing that as you take these leaps of faith, God will grow your faith.
Exactly.
Like he'll show you, like, when you are obedient, like, things are going to flow to you. Things are going to happen just to add momentum.
Absolutely.
And then it becomes like a snowball. You know what I mean? So if you can just get to rolling.
Right. This
just a little bit. We got all the analogies today. Just a little bit. You get to rolling, and then things just start flowing. And then the next thing you know, you got all this momentum, and then you're a big old snowball.
Right. And you just going.
And you just flourishing. Like, seriously.
Absolutely.
So that was one of my major takeaways this week was, and I know like a lot of people say that the universe rewards action. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. The universe rewards action, and don't matter what you feel about the universe or God or whatever you call it, but it's true.
It does. It's undeniable.
Yeah.
That is undeniable.
It is actually, it's absolutely undeniable. And so if there is a book that you want to write, if there's a blog that you want to start, if there's a new job that you want to get, if there's a fashion industry that you want to get into, like, none of these blessings are going to be able to attach themselves to you until you start moving in that direction.
Without the action, without the work, without the persistence, without the consistency. Oh, so we're gonna
big C
right.
word.
And completely transparent. We both of us are working on consistency and self-discipline to master those things. We're not just talking about, okay, we're gonna dabble in it real quick, but mastering those things. I feel like that has been a really big thing in both of our journeys. In this Queen Quest journey is just mastering consistency. I don't know about show, but for me, and some days I just don't want to do it. Some days I just don't feel like it. We all get that week out the month. I'm definitely not doing anything with my full credit.
And when you're an entrepreneur, and you don't have to answer to anyone, like, people think working from home is so easy.
It's so great. It's so easy.
And social media makes entrepreneurship look so
cute.
lovely.
It look real cute.
Let me tell you.
Can we pause?
Can we pause? Especially that week. It be other weeks too. It ain't even gotta be that week. But like, I have nobody to answer to. Nobody's gonna make me do anything. Can you just imagine? I mean, I just need you to, that's exactly what it is. Like
a lot of people don't know what to do to freedom.
Want so much freedom, exactly. Don't know what to do. Before you know it, 24 hours is gone. You ain't did nothing.
Just like in college. Right, just like in college. Exactly. My mom was breathing down my neck. As soon as I went to college, I was like, all right, it's time to party. It's time to do whatever. And I'm just like, okay, this is freedom. That freshman year, it was terrible. I came to freshman 15. I was bad in classes. I was like, okay, I need to focus. You know what I'm saying? Because everything and everyone needs structure.
Absolutely.
And everything and if they don't tell you they don't need any structure, that's ridiculous. Our bodies are made out of structures. Right. Our bodies are made out of systems.
The lie detector determined that.
Right. So you need some structure and systems. So having that freedom and being able to just say, you know what, I can do it tomorrow. Yeah. And literally doing it tomorrow is not the best idea. No, but it happens. And getting with that consistency and saying, no, I got to do it today regardless. I have to get up regardless and do it. This is my job. Yeah. I am saving lives because of my job. We are both saving lives in what we're doing. Absolutely. Show is saving lives on the health side. I am saving lives on the mental side. and mindset side.
Yeah.
But we are saving lives because this is going to change people's lives. It's going to change people's longevity. It's going to change people's
their legacy.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Which is really good. But yeah, discipline and consistency. Huge. And Zipporah and I were just saying before we started, like, this has been the best we've felt in a long time. And then I had to like remind myself, I have a lot of days where I feel great, but like this week, and like I felt really good all week, and it's because I have been disciplined.
Yeah.
I have been consistent, and I have been in action.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, you want to feel successful. You want to feel proud of yourself. So it kind of takes doing things that make you feel successful and make you feel proud of yourself. So that discipline is huge. And I know for me, like as an Aries and as a we got to get into life path numbers. We got to make a video on life path numbers. I just threw that word out.
We both got the life path numbers.
But
just go look at it.
Just go Google it.
But we're definitely gonna talk about it.
We have to. But even with my life path number, like freedom is like what I want the most. That's just
we got the same life path.
We do. So like that's just what we crave. Yeah. But getting that freedom and knowing how to handle it and manage it. Yeah. That's the part.
If you need tips or tricks with those things, and honestly, we're these creative, freedom desiring,
like, free spirited
women, and we have to build businesses off of that. We have to build businesses that cater to what we have on the inside. Like I wouldn't be good. Like I love kids. I love teaching them things. I'm not going to be a teacher. Okay? She's amazing at being a teacher. She looks past, and my thing is like the education system. That's my issue. But she's like, I can look past that. I need my babies. But that's why I'm just going to be a speaker. I'm going to come in, do some touch points. You can follow me. We can rendezvous afterwards. But I'm not going to come in and be that consistent teacher for you. And it works for me because it works for me, and I'm my own person.
Right, right.
So with that, if you need any tips or tricks about being consistent as a creative, freedom-loving entrepreneur, you can hit either one of us.
We just trial and erroring.
We are trial and erroring,
so,
but we like it's action though. Remember that action. We are consistently trial and erroring.
We are.
But at some point, it's going to be a trial and success. Okay?
Trial and success.
At some point, it's not. Oh, God. At some point, it's going to be a success. Okay? Don't judge my errors.
Right.
At least I'm trying out here.
Try it.
Okay. But the last thing, y'all, and we can let you leave, but we're going to leave you guys with some advice that we have for our next week. Show, do the honors. What would you like to tell them? What is some advice you want to give our queens on their quest?
I think I've already given it. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're currently doing, but you know that you could do better at, whatever it is that you dream of doing, take a step. One step.
That's it.
The first step. In that direction.
Yeah.
Just to give you an example, I want to open healthy smoothie shops. I didn't tell you this. This was another win, though. The first thing I need to do is find a shop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I started looking. Yeah. Start looking for shops. That doesn't mean it's about to happen right now, but it does mean I'm looking and I'm moving in that direction. So I am giving God something to work with.
Yeah.
God needs something.
And that helps for visualizations as well. We'll talk about that too.
Yes.
It helps with visualizations.
Absolutely. So take a step in the direction of your dreams. Yeah. That is my advice for this week.
Yeah.
What you got?
My advice for this week is to not be so hard on yourself.
Oh, good. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I like it.
I think that last week was so bad because I was so hard on myself. I was basically beating myself up for not being further, for not bouncing back faster after the accident that we had, to just not feeling like myself. I beat myself up last week.
We gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about accident.
We do.
We got all kind of
We got all things to talk
flowing,
about.
Yeah.
I mean, these are just like off the top of our dome. We just led over here.
Right. A lot.
But I would say don't be so hard on yourself. Is that we know the things that we need to get done. We know, but we also know that we can't get them done without being full. This week would have not went the same way if we weren't full doing what we were doing. If we weren't trying to be of action, it wasn't going to be the same way. We would have came over here like we ain't got no wins.
Right.
Like I woke up, like you know, like literally.
Had weeks like
we
that.
have weeks like that.
Yeah.
But I want to say that it's fine to take time out for yourself. It's fine to have self-care. It's fine to make yourself to be self-absorbed for a little while. It's fine to heal and then go out into the world. So if anybody is out there beating on themselves about their placement in life, their placement in whatever it is, it's okay. It's only happening for a moment, and to make sure that you understand that what's following after your moment is greatness.
Yeah.
It's greatness because there's greatness in you and whatever you're trying to create.
I love this.
This was good.
Yes.
This was good.
Good job.
Did that. All right, Queens. So thank you so much for tuning into our first episode of Queen's Quest. I am Zipporah Monique.
And I am Coach Show.
And we will see you Queens later.
Peace.